It's almost midnight and I am still drinking coffee, but that is not important at this point. Why I am here, the reason is that I wanted to talk about how to behave in the Canadian workplace. So I have seen that people, especially immigrants, when they come to Canada and start working here in Canadian setup, the most important thing that they forget is that the culture is extremely difficult. The workplace culture is not similar to their own country, and they try to act in the same way which they were behaving previously. But here it is not acceptable. You will not know that when you can offend a Canadian by your very common behavior which is considered common in your own country. So I think, and it is very important, if you are working in a Canadian setup, it can be anything, whether a restaurant, whether a coffee store, whether it is Apple store, in a mall, or at a financial institution, or in a government organization. The most important thing is that it is extremely important to adjust yourself in the Canadian culture rather than imposing your culture on the others at the workplace. So I have seen that how it can impact Canadians and what image it can renders you by your own actions if you are imposing your cultures, your attitude at the workplace. So make sure whenever you are at the workplace you are respecting other people cultures. Canadian workplace is a multicultural, a very diverse workplace, and there are lots of people who work in that Canadian setup. They are from the different countries. So if they all start to impose their own cultures on the Canadian setup, you can imagine that how awkward it will become. So it is important to adjust yourself in the Canadian vibe so that you can be more approachable, you can be more charming, you can be more understandable. And I believe, I'm 100% sure that if you do that, your employer will surely love you a lot.